Are we doing an intro?
I don't know. Do you want to?
Is this the intro?
This could be the intro.
Oh.
Okay.
Hello.
Do we normally name? I don't know what happens. Do we
No,
normally
you give
name
a clue.
Okay, my clue.
It's
is,
been a while, clearly.
Raging
Yes.
clue.
So it's one of the. So the name of it. It is one of the ingredients of beer, and another term for country.
Okay.
I actually don't know if we're recording right now. That's the best
No, we
part.
are recording.
Yeah, we
Oh,
are.
okay.
And I think based on Simmo's delivery of the clue, he doesn't know what the brewery is either.
No, I need to figure that out between now and when we hit recording
us a few
again.
minutes.
So yeah. All right, Border Barrel's back for another brewery showcase. Brewery showcase.
Still haven't worked out how to say brewery.
No, it's
Brewery.
W's and R's. It's tough.
Words
It's
in
tough at all.
Brewery.
I'm trying my best. I think we're very loud at the moment, but that could be my fault. My voice is also low and sexy. As I've
I can
had
turn us down.
We'll see how it goes, and I'll monitor it with my
Eyes.
Yep.
That's worrying.
But yeah, we're back for a brewery showcase, and there was a little clue. It was very poor. So it was one of the ingredients of beer, and then another name for a country.
Water government.
No.
Wheat landmass.
No. Unfortunately, the wheat landmass pod is coming later in the year. I can't wait for that. Hop Nation is who we're doing today.
we
so
knew.
you knew. We knew. So pretty excited because I don't know. We've done a lot of breweries, and Hop Nation's probably one of the OGs, and it hasn't come up as yet. But here we are. Here we go. So anyway, looking forward to it. Fighting. Also, there's a bunch of stuff that's happened just in the past. If you've been living under a rock, you might not have heard this, but bloody Trump has copped a nick in the ear from a rogue bullet.
Much bleeding took place.
Much bleeding
Now,
took
look,
place.
we only mentioned this because we can give it away as of recording. This only happened a few hours ago, really.
Yeah.
So it's sort of been filling the group chat with some nice memes already.
And the situation, not hilarious, obviously, but the statement provided by Trump, obviously hilarious.
It's so funny how he would be the only president that does his own social media and just refuses to. He's like, no, I'm doing it.
But the start of it looked quite formal.
It did.
And it was like
he's probably rattled a bit.
Then he let one of the writers actually do most of it. And he's like, no, but I have to finish it off myself, which gave us the amazing quote, much bleeding took place.
Are you suggesting that he was so rattled he could form sentences
Yeah,
correctly?
yeah.
He was like, I know English.
But yeah,
My grasp on English is heightened.
much bleeding took place. I knew the bullet was being fired before it was fired. Whizzing, there was whizzing everywhere. Biggest
the best at
whizzer.
noticing
I'm the
whizzing.
best.
If you were shot with an actual bullet, not downplaying the injury, it wasn't like...
No, it kind of looked like a real bad paper cut.
But I mean,
Was it a
far
BB
out.
gun?
Like,
Like my Jack Russell escaped recently and came home with a BB gun wound, and she was all right.
yeah, I know, but like,
He didn't
far
release
out.
a press statement.
It's pretty close to a bloody stock market bloody tumble, isn't it? Like that sort of stuff. Like it missed him by that much. Back into the left.
Just the fact that he's like, I'm shocked that this can happen in our country.
It's like, well,
Is it? Like,
yeah.
you're the only person that's shocked that someone got shot in America.
Yeah. I mean, if there's going to be a time to say, hey, look, actually, guns, we should get rid of them. Probably now's the time, but it'll be like, people, get rid of the people.
I think this might be a Simpsons quote. A news reporter. Why now? Why not 6 years ago?
Yeah.
Like, honestly, like I feel like if someone told you this at some point, Donald Trump will be president,
Yeah.
and an assassination attempt will happen,
Yeah.
I wouldn't have had now if I was a betting man.
Yeah, it's insane. And there's also been a second assassination attempt on the other candidate. And Father Time has come in from the top rope and just fucking annihilated Biden.
He's just always asleep. He looks like Gandalf in Lord of the Rings, where he sleeps with his eyes open. He's just like,
Yeah,
He looks like he was the fourth unofficial member of our Christmas podcast we did, and we just dosed him with like 3 massive IPAs.
yeah, it was like Jez that time.
did he? Did he introduce the vice president as Trump?
Oh, I don't
Vice President
know.
Trump.
Oh, I don't know. But yeah, but he did halfway through his speech the other day. He goes, "What are you doing?" and just looked at this guy. And they're like, I don't know. What do you mean? And then he just kept going.
No, he's
My-
actually seeing death. He's just standing
Yeah.
there.
Hey,
Like, I don't
son.
want to be too far away from Joe Biden.
Like, if it wasn't for the impending doom of either of them winning to be the president of one of the most powerful countries in the world, it's all hilarious. Like, in the debate when they spoke for 5 to 10 minutes on golf handicaps and who was better at golf.
Exactly. And it's
No, my handicap is much lower.
This is important.
and it's so funny because
This
like
is what people want to hear.
because who cares who's better at golf? Like it doesn't matter. Like far out.
And I can tell you their handicaps aren't to do with golf.
Yeah.
Their most notable handicaps.
That's an underrated zinger. That really just that hit me. That was good.
Anyway, so from talking about one nation, maybe to talking about a much more enjoyable nation.
Yes,
Hop
a
nation.
nation of hops. So yes.
Sorry.
Oh, no, that's okay. We had to go on that. I'm sure
To
we'll
address
refer
the
to it
very
again.
orange elephant in the room.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, fuck me. So Hop Nation, independently owned and operated by good mates and former winemakers Sam Harmbol and Duncan Gibson. As a sustainably conscious craft brewery, we have cemented ourselves as a staple in Melbourne's respected beer scene. In hops we trust is our motto. We're renowned for innovative, full-flavoured styles and experimental use of quality natural ingredients with no fining or pasteurisation and minimal filtration. So I actually learnt quite a bit in doing this. I wouldn't say thorough research because you never say my research is thorough. But yeah, as far as sustainability and all that sort of stuff, yeah, they're pretty much about it. But yeah, so today we've got 3 beers.
Back to what we were founded on. Everyone keeps bringing 6 and 4. And it's
Yeah.
like,
3 beers, but we do have an experimental one.
Hey.
If you guys are keen, so
Well, if you've brought it.
I've brought it. We'll get it
a
out.
shandy.
I will say, for Simon always downplays the way he reads and his ability to speak. That was one of his best starts ever.
There you
despite
go.
the yeah, obviously under the weather a little bit, and probably
I am under
listeners
the
can
weather.
probably hear that. But you've done well. It was a really good start.
I couldn't hear
Thank
it.
you very much.
I still can't hear it. I only know that it's there because you mentioned it.
He's a bit
Yeah.
nasally, but he's going
I'm a little
alright.
bit nasally. But yeah, these guys, like, they're about sustainability, about inclusion and diversity. And this probably, this little one here,
Oh,
probably
we're doing this first.
dog beer. Hop Nation,
Oh, no.
Dog Nation, dog beer.
Yeah, but see what's in it.
What do you mean?
Is it 4 dogs?
So it's
Why
for,
why is it
because it's not carbonated
so
or
much
anything
give
like
in the
that.
can?
Yeah, so essentially it's beef bone broth. What do you reckon?
But
Come on.
genuine question: is this 4 dogs?
Yeah, it's for dogs.
Are we drinking it?
Yeah. Do you
Can
want
we
to
drink it?
No, we
Maybe-
can
maybe
drink
last.
it. Humans can drink it.
I don't
Last.
want it-
I don't want to finish on that.
No, but I don't want it in my mouth while I'm tasting
No,
an actual
good.
beer.
I reckon you outvoted 2-1 here. Let's
Oh.
do it.
Yeah, I don't want to be like, oh, this is a great
Well-
stout, and then be like,
put it- put it
bone
there.
broth.
Oh no, he's gonna open it.
I'm not afraid. We don't have to have it. You don't have to.
No, I
have
want to have it.
No, I want to have it.
No,
but
no.
Don't put... Oh, I've seen that liquid
That
before.
is.
Oh goodness.
Oh, he might give it a bit of a hot tuh if it's.
Oh,
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh dear. But
and I can tell you exactly
This
what's
is
going
not
to
the
happen.
start I expected. Oh,
Yeah.
there's no alcohol in it.
no,
Of course
no.
it's not. It's for dogs.
Yeah, it's for
I'm
dogs.
an
So
idiot.
no alcohol in it, and
Have a
it's
smell.
What are you doing?
and it's not. There's not too much. It's not as strong as actual bone broth that you would get like in the paste and that sort of stuff. But it's not too bad.
Look, it's a
Kudos.
fantastic idea. I
Yeah.
love that they've done this.
Yeah. Anyway, the whole shock was humans drinking it.
It looks like that time on the Jackass 2 movie when they went to the pig farm and Chris Pontius drank something.
Yep. Well, there you go. That's good. Anyway,
He's
but
still
no, it's quite
nasally.
good. But they have
I
a.
don't have water to clean that glass with.
No, you don't need to, do you? Oh no, just we'll keep that as my glass, and I'll use that as something else. That's all right.
Oh, no.
Just drain it. Get it all
No,
the way out.
no, because if there's only 3 beers, we have enough glasses.
Okay, yeah, there is.
I'll
Yeah,
just
cool.
move these.
Wait, you better read. While Hudson does that, let's actually read the can because
Yeah,
we haven't
so
done
I'll read
that.
the lab. So what do we got? Dog beer, beef bone broth, 100% natural, 0 alcohol, made with a 100% human grade whole foods. There you go, nothing artificial. Ideal for dogs and cats of all ages. As well as being a fun treat, this delicious beer contains collagen, protein, and more than 19 amino acids. So it's great for joint, coat, and gut health. Well, yeah, that's good. Excellent.
Nice.
Please scan the QR code for nutritional information and a feeding guide. They've actually got a few other ones. There's a chicken one, that I was going to buy this morning.
Four
And
chickens or chicken flavour?
no, chicken flavour, chicken bone broth. And they've got, there's some other
Bringing
ones
your chicken into
for,
the
like-
brewery.
for like, for pups, dogs and seniors. And the senior one has like turmeric in it. So that'll be interesting. But Kuda loves this one. He's had quite a few of them.
So rather than just like brewing a Reshes, they've brewed like a beer for an old person that's got turmeric in it.
Yeah, exactly.
That's amazing.
Like
Yeah.
seniors as in senior dogs? Or
senior
like,
dogs.
I thought you meant
sorry.
senior like
no,
people.
I'm still talking about dog beers.
We're here from the local nursing home. Do you have specific beers for us
like
with turmeric?
I
Yeah.
just want a Reshes.
Yeah, but
Here's
yeah,
this dog beer.
and it doesn't really say not for human consumption. So anyway, I could I'll just tick that one
That's
over.
one of the. I actually am stoked you did this. That's
Yeah,
one of the-
well,
that's
Give it a go.
one of the best starts we've ever had.
Anyway, that's good.
amazing.
But yeah, no. So Kuda loves that one. But I actually grabbed the.
Did you look at the ingredients?
No. What do you got?
Water,
Yeah.
Australian grass-fed beef leg bones,
Yep.
and evaporated sea salt.
Yeah. See, there you go.
So,
Can't
like
go
with the
wrong.
grass-fed beef leg bones, how sure are we that that's safe for human consumption? Because it's obviously fine for dogs because they eat their own shit.
Yeah, that's true.
But
well, it doesn't say it's not. It does say human grade. So I'm,
human grade.
yeah, that's all right.
That's exactly what you want on your beers. Human grade. At least I know it's safe.
I've had some pretty strong beers that I didn't think were fit for human
Yeah, true.
consumption.
I've certainly. Yeah.
Well, yeah. Well, you bloody make me drink your bloody flam beers or whatever they are.
Oh, that one
Flemish
was
red.
I'm more thinking the
Flanders red ale?
18% or the Bock, the ice Bock or whatever it was.
Oh, yeah.
From Pirate Life.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that was pretty good, but.
Yeah, that was.
Well, the actual first beer of the day. So we have Hop Nation Festival East Coast IPA. So
Yum.
it's pretty cool. They've got a bit of a festival there. So this is not a dog beer. This is for humans.
Yeah, but I've noticed, just quickly, it doesn't say human grade anywhere on it. So how can we be sure?
No, well that's true. We can't really. So
for kids.
what do we got? East Coast IPA. So it is 6.5%, 440 mils, 2.3 standard drinks. This East Coast IPA is packed with oats for a super silky mouthfeel and sings the classic East Coast juicy hazy combo. The mix of Eldorado Cryo, Citro Cryo, and Talus T90 makes for a tropical citrus explosion with coconut, pineapple, stone fruit, pine, and floral notes. Instead of the lasers, reach for, what do we got? Reach for this ultimate refreshment and safety. What?
Damn it, I shouldn't have praised his reading at the start.
Yeah, now I'm just thinking about it. So this one was brewed for Gabs, I believe. So that's pretty
Nice.
exciting. Hudson has just been.
I did.
And,
Go. I didn't venture. I was pretty low
Well,
key.
there's-
I didn't want to get too drunk because I had to drive back to. Not I didn't drive, but
Oh.
I had to sit in a car back to Geelong. So
smells fantastic.
and then I had to go find my own food in Geelong. So I was like, I'll be sensible. And I was a bit drunk, but the tacos that night, whew.
All right.
Yeah, okay. All right.
Love the can art and I love the blurb.
Yeah, no,
Strong.
it's good. Yeah.
Strong start.
Yeah. I'm pretty keen because I've cracked it and the smell hit me. I'm like, goodness, that's good. It's very juicy.
Much better than the dog beer.
Come on. It's actually, the dog beer isn't as strong as, as I said, with regular bone broth if you were to make yourself some, which I do on occasion.
I know a lot of people do it.
Do you want some more? Because Zach's
Yeah.
getting
Oh, is that mine? I'll have a bit
I'm
more.
being sensible.
drink sensible.
Yeah, sure.
I'm like you, Gab's got a lot of stuff to do later on, but that's fine.
Yeah, very
I
good.
can't even. I think I have a spreadsheet and I could talk through my beers
That is
that I
juice.
tried if you
Whoa.
wanted.
Yeah, of course.
As a
Buddy,
little
just
bit
go
of a-
for it.
Where
Well,
are
you
we?
find that.
Gabs 2024.
I'm
I
interested.
found it.
Talus. So just because you mentioned Talus,
Gordon.
historically, I haven't always loved
really
Talus
nice.
as a single hop because I've had a few single hop Talus beers.
Yeah.
I'm interested that it said was it T90.
Yeah, so that's a pellet.
So I wonder if that.
Yum.
Yeah, I wonder how different that is from.
Yep.
We may not know.
Well,
I'm sure we might be
the
able to figure it out, but a brewer might be able to tell us if there's a huge difference.
who did One Drop did that Terminator beer? That was T90 pellets, wasn't it?
Yeah. But I guess that's just
The
a style, like the
Terminator.
cryo hops. It's something. They're the frozen ones, and then you got the T90 pellets. So they must do something different. Not entirely
This
sure.
might be one of the best smelling beers we've ever done.
Yeah, I know. Well, and also for 6.5, it's quite thick. It's good. I really enjoy it.
So as a East Coast, are we suggesting that's more, I guess, a NEPA without saying that it is? No, is it the wrong side of the country?
No, East Coast is sort of New England side.
Yep.
Normally. Yep, that's normally what it is. But I guess it will make sense when the second one comes out because it's basically the opposite.
This is really good.
Yeah, this.
Do you have a value, Simon?
I'll look it up because I just I bought it straight off their website and they still have some available as
in
of
singles.
yesterday. Yeah, in singles,
Go them.
absolutely.
Oh, new textures feel good.
Yeah, look at that. How good. Big red. Righto. Well, that's I really like that one.
I'm giving it a 4.5 for both can art and blurb.
Yep.
4.25 for as advertised, only because it did mention coconut, which I'm not getting heaps
I'd
of
say I am.
necessarily. I'm getting way more pineapple.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I am getting more pineapple, but I guess they sort of.
The coconut's there though, because the pineapple's kind of milky.
Yeah, the more
Almost.
the more sips I have, because I was going to say that it wasn't that creamy either, but I'm getting a little bit more of it now after a few more sips.
Geez, coconut water's bad.
Yeah, it's awful. I don't know how anyone
So
drinks
bad.
it. It is dog. That's better than it's like bone broth is way better than coconut.
I don't
water.
trust anything that comes in a carton that you can drink without, like putting it in
Refrigerating
the
it.
fridge first.
So I work.
Like just room temperature, like juice. Nah, got to be in the fridge. Like
I
know
work
what
at a
mean?
supermarket.
Yeah.
And in the snack aisle, you've got the like your muesli bars and all that sort of stuff, and then it's got like salami in a box.
Ugh.
It's like
As long as
whoa.
it's like there's chicken in boxes though.
Yeah, I know,
As
but-
long as it's like air, like pressurized.
Yeah,
like
but it's
air
like, why can
pressurized.
I eat that? Same with the cheese. But we used to grow up on that cheese. It was almost like government cheese, because it was like
Cheese in a tube.
Cheese of the nation.
yeah, it wasn't actually like chilled, but you just could eat it. It's like cheddar. Anyway, I didn't quite understand it, but there you go.
If you find us that,
Yes,
sorry,
yes,
that
which
price,
I'm definitely doing.
'cause I'm sorry,
and
I'm
haven't
cutting you off at one point, Hudson, but I am keen on knowing some of your highlights from Gabs.
Yeah, I'm just trying to because I've only got the list of the beers that were 4 Gabs. Like I don't have the beers here that I tried that were like non-Gabs exclusive. But
We could go back through the WhatsApp. You did send through a few.
yeah, but
reviews in
my
real
WhatsApp's
time.
on my phone.
$13.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, it's really good. I'm really enjoying.
Well,
this.
actually, I've adjusted the way I look at value now with the like inflation and current economic times. So and things are tough. So I'm no longer going to be such a hard marker. I don't believe. With
yeah, fair
value.
enough.
Well,
yeah.
especially considering all the breweries that are closing. It's like, well, I guess you can charge what you need to charge to stay open.
And that's right, and we
'Cause we
want,
want you to
yeah, we
stay
want
open.
you to because we enjoy your bloody beer. So that's probably a good point, Gratz. It's
And
good.
in that case, a little shout out to Avenge, who unfortunately this weekend have announced that they'll be closing up shop. We did, and I said to you guys, one of the most favourite podcasts I think we've recorded.
yeah, no, it was good.
There was a little nighttime pod that we did, and they were so generous to send us a bunch of their stuff. But really, really enjoyable episode that we did with some really nice beers, awesome
Yeah.
can art. So yeah, it sucks to hear that sort of thing, but
It's just a shame that they listened to it and went, nah, we're out.
Yeah, that's pretty much what happened.
Not these guys. But, well, you can see, I think, what are we, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11th and 12th in our Border Barrels ranking.
Yeah.
So, and I think pretty much every beer we tried that night is on there somewhere, like Zero Dark Hour, the Level Up behind Simmo's Head,
Yeah, no, they're really good.
the 2 Papa Bears, even the lagers up there, which is pretty interesting, right behind your head there.
Yep.
I reckon that's the highest.
they had the
lager
most
in our ranking.
creative like blurbs and ideas. I
That's
remember.
right. I
Yeah.
remember that there. That was an absolute ripper because they were ripping into Untapped ratings, which
Yeah.
is good. But as we discussed about that, and it's not necessarily specific to Avenge, I just think that we will see these people back in some form because the talent. It's not as if they didn't know how to brew beer. Excellent beers. It's just the business side of things is tough at the moment with all the taxes and that sort of thing. But I hope a lot of these things ease off, and I'd love to see some of them back in different forms, and I think we will. Otherwise, there'll be some legit homebrew getting around. Well, far out.
Well, that's what I was saying. Like selfishly, like aside from any kind of negatives to do with like businesses closing down, like if these people that are at the like say Avenged and go work at other breweries, like the quality of the beer will increase
Get
because
better.
there'll be better,
Yeah.
like more incredible minds behind each beer.
Yeah, absolutely. No, I couldn't agree more.
Whoa. Taxi! Someone dropped a glass.
Oh, that's
Glass
not good.
shattered. So the Stone Cold
Yeah.
Steve Austin or someone's got some cleaning up to do.
Gracie showed me a photo of him with hair the other day. I was like, no thanks.
Google Stone Cold Steve Austin, the ringmaster. No beard, long blonde hair.
Yeah, no thanks. That's crook as. While you're filling those in, I'll just keep going with this because I did write a few things down. Hop Nation brand has rapidly grown since the release of its first The Fiend IPA in 2015.
The Fiend.
Have you had that?
No, but I just know The Fiend. It's
Yep.
the only WWE character I've enjoyed since
There you go.
I was
Oh,
a teenager.
We've got some stuff to talk about after.
That's good stuff. And now consists of a solid solid core range of brews and an extensive list of limited edition beers, as well as what do we got? Ray Hard Seltzer. Oh yeah, I've had that. I didn't think that was too much chop, to be honest.
I haven't had
Sight Wine, Dart Distilling Gins, and Dog Nation, a bone broth based beer for pups, which we've already sampled.
Which
there.
one of us on the pod has had.
One of us. Small group of fun-loving humans working together to create authentic brews for our craft beer community. So yeah, very good. That's awesome.
The Fiend has some cool art.
It does.
It's like
Yeah.
their old school, like, or their core range beer art has always been great. Like,
Yep.
I'm sure you've got it in your notes, and you mentioned you've got it in your notes, but
Yeah.
they've got the beer that probably set most of us up on their, like, path to
Yeah. Well,
craft beer.
it's sort of like
And
sort
what
of,
a
but
can
not.
art and
Yeah,
can be.
yeah, they're really cool, and a lot of them are like almost sort of a derivative of like traditional tattoo style. Like you could get that could be a tattoo easy,
Yeah,
like
for
all
sure.
of them.
A tattoo of a man's arms with tattoos.
Yeah, I know. Inception. How good. You ready for the next one?
That'd
or what
be
do you
more.
wanna do?
I'd understand Inception more if that was all it was.
Yeah, it's like, oh, I get it now.
Oh,
cool.
so
One of
thanks.
those pieces like a photo in a photo that just keeps going. Yeah, okay,
Yeah,
cool.
like, oh, I understand.
It's a great film, short film.
I'll grab the next one if you want.
Yeah, absolutely. It's cool actually, and we're looking at the Fiend and the artwork. It's actually on a bottle, so that's how old that is.
Yeah, cool.
Not many new releases coming in bottles anymore.
No. Here we are. Next one. Oh, it's got tissue on it. Gross.
It's got what?
Hop Nation
Tissue.
Festival West Coast IPA. So
Who'da thunk
it's the opposite. Yeah, who'd have thunk it? It's the opposite.
I swore it was going to be a North Coast IPA.
Aye. What do we got? So West Coast IPA, your classic Westie, with the trio of Centennial Cryo, Simcoe Cryo, and Equinaut Cryo.
Ooh.
Now I would have to say I will finish it, but the only other beer I've had bloody Equinaut in is Punky's bloody IPA that we've had,
Yep.
and it was quite good.
Mountain
so,
Monk, for
yeah,
reference.
Mountain Monk. Sorry, Mountain Monk.
And that is a very, very nice beer.
Yeah, it is a good beer. These all-American hops bring resin, pine, and a fruit salad of your
Yummy,
favourites,
yummy.
respectively.
You can tell who the dads are on the podcast.
Yeah, you tell the dads are, and then you can tell the guy that's got a dog because he drank like his dog's
Yeah.
beer.
I can't wait to share this beer with my dog.
Well, yeah, exactly. Make room in your bum bag for this festival favourites. That's what it says.
Guys.
No, I
Like
was
a
just
two-
very worried about the inclusion or exclusion of bag.
Yes. Let's try it again. Make room in your bum.
Bag,
Bag.
comma bag.
Yes. Oh, God. Very
Oh,
good.
that's
Get stuck into it while you're pouring.
sorry. I
thought it was
Got a
more.
bit more information.
no. I was going to make a joke about like people that like older women. Make room in your bum bag.
Okay. Shit,
Sorry.
Wow. So direct. Yeah. So Hop Nation are big about sustainability. So I won't go through the whole thing. I'll just dot point it. So single origin ingredients, solar energy currently in play. So the goal to get 90% solar energy. And there's the tree planting initiative to offset the carbon usage. So they're like, well, this is what point we're at. The carbon we're creating equals this amount of trees to offset it. So they go and plant some trees to sort that out. And water conservation, heat recovery, as well as grain recycling in full swing. So it's something that's very important to them, which is good. A lot of the cows are getting some bloody decent grain, I reckon. Like imagine the cows are just like, oh, I hope this is stout grain. You know, when the truck turns up, oh geez, I hope it's what a
It's-
really
I didn't know about
lager this week.
yeah, exactly.
I think it was Punky. There was a Punky that told us about that, like where the grain goes afterwards, and I was like, that's very cool.
yeah,
Like,
a lot of breweries do
that's why
it.
breweries are good for the community.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
right.
so I think like, I don't know about their grain, but there's a brewery out on the south coast of New South Wales. I had one of their beers. I was talking to the bottle-o person who knew the brewer.
Oh, that's so good.
Oh, and
Sorry.
they're like completely self-sufficient. Like, power's all solar, water is on the property, like, and then they obviously buy their grain in, but then they feed their cattle or their farm animals with the grain and stuff like that. Like, that's pretty cool. I need to get the name of it.
That's fantastic.
I'll find it.
There's a lot of small businesses that do that sort of thing because it's. I was actually discussing this with someone. Oh yeah, I was actually doing the research for this. I yelled outside the office there. I'm like, "Oh, you get a go with this,"
Have a look at this.
because it's. I don't want to discount what people are doing. It's like, oh look, yeah, they're fully sustainable, blah blah blah. But in a lot of instances, I don't understand why everyone doesn't do it. Throw a couple of bloody solar panels up there, like.
Oh.
Buy the, you know.
Like, I don't own my house, but as soon as I buy a house, there will be all my money will go straight to solar panels.
Yeah, I don't know. I just think that Australia's got so much bloody sun and heat and whatever
May
else
as
is
well
going
bloody charge them for
Yeah,
it.
I don't understand. And businesses, I think there would be incentives for them to do it. I just don't see what the... It's a no-brainer. No-brainer.
Do you like this more than the East Coast?
Frogs Hollow Brewing. Sorry to cut in.
It's all good.
That was the brewery. That was the brewery. Frogs Hollow Brewing in South Wollumla. It's near Candelo on the way to Merimbula. For anyone that goes to Merimbula,
Yeah, cool.
Wollumla.
You do, don't you?
Yeah, I do. That's why I know about it.
Okay. That's
Yeah.
good.
So it's a nice drive if you ever going out there.
Yeah.
I go the Tumut way because my wife gets car sick. And that is the happy medium between complete freeway around Canberra and shortest way through Tangambalanga.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
because
it's like this the whole
Tangambalanga's like
way.
full mountain, whereas
Yeah.
like Tumut's like bit of mountain, but it's not too windy. Or you go Canberra, and it's just like you got to
That's
go
a long
around
way
Canberra,
around,
but
yeah.
it's kind of like half an hour between each one. So it's like a happy medium to Tumut way.
If there are any local listeners or on the border, Albury, Wodonga, you may have gotten excited like I did when you heard Frogs Hollow and then nearly said South Albury. You said South. Just an institution of our childhood for anyone that did go there.
Only 1/3 of this podcast knows about that's existence.
That's
Yeah.
true, actually.
Simmo's not not. He is a local now, but wasn't a local when
Yeah.
it existed.
And I still
I'm
need to-
too young for
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
It was just a little like kid sort of fun park. There was like a slide. And there was like mini golf.
Was it like
and there was,
Harvey's
a maze.
Fish Farm without touching kids?
Harvey's Fish Farm without touching fish or kids.
Okay.
But yeah, there was like a canteen in there, and then you could play mini golf. You could catch tadpoles in the lake, and then there was like a maze out the back, and then it was
That's
just
pretty
awesome.
cool.
How small's the hook to catch a tadpole?
No, you just would take your little like bucket in, and you just like wait for them to go.
Yeah, cool. What do you think? What do you think of this? I reckon this is fantastic.
I think it's a little bit better than the first. but
Yeah.
I was praising that.
I'm the opposite.
I think
It's not that that's bad, but the East Coast I much prefer. This is interesting on the nose.
yeah. My favourite would be so far the East Coast because this is a little bit too bitter for Simon.
Same price.
Yes.
So
but it's
I-
very good. I really enjoy it.
I've gone same scores on everything, but 0.25 higher on as advertised. So it's actually high. I've rated it higher just by that.
Yeah. Well, it's,
Um,
it's a really nice beer.
Fantastic. Absolutely love it.
Yeah.
That is as good a West Coast beer, West Coast IPA is going to get in Australia, in my opinion.
Line up. Jeez, there you go. I think I have to say in comparison to because I've had a number of Hop Nation beers. This one seems like maybe a bit of a swing, like as far as they've sort of really gone for it. Because I don't know that they really do, and forgive me if I'm wrong. I don't know if they do. They sort of stick to the 4.5 to 5 and a bit sort of range. I think this is a pretty big beer, pretty big IPA for those guys. I could be wrong. Definitely could be wrong. But yeah, absolutely
playing
delicious.
music?
It's fantastic.
No.
There's music coming out of your phone.
Oh,
Oh,
no,
God.
it's not.
Copyright.
Oh God, yeah. Well,
Whoops. No, I was actually looking up, Simon, do you have untapped stats for this pod?
I do not.
I was just curious. I wanted to look it up myself if you hadn't, just to see if there's anything that any fun information we've got about who's reviewed
have
stuff.
a bit of a look at it.
Do you want to hear about the beers I had?
Sorry, yeah, I do. We've been left
Do you want a list of all the beers I've drank?
everyone on the hook
Yeah.
long enough.
So this is the ones that were for Gabs, brewed for Gabs, I had the Brewmanity did a Chocolat Orange Imperial Stout, a selection of the finest after-dinner choc orange confectionaries rolled into a creamy stout.
Now, can we shout out to the 1990s AFL player that owns that brewery?
Is it Tread Ray?
David Neitz.
It's David Neitz.
Damn it.
I've been to the brewery. It opened 2 days before. No, I went to the opening night. It's in like South Bank area. It's awesome. There's like 4 stories. It's got a rooftop bar.
Bloody hell.
Rooftop bar was packed. We were downstairs. We sat on a table that didn't have a number yet, so
Jeez,
it was
really
a bit weird. And we watched Geelong Adelaide.
Was this recently?
It was when I went to the Grand Prix.
Well,
so
Brewmanity's been around for a while, hasn't it?
Yeah,
But
but
they haven't always had a brew pub.
their
Gotcha,
brew pub
gotcha.
opened in, when I was there, March, I think. Was that in March or April?
The Social Beast might be the beer people know them for. It's quite good.
that's the main one. Do they do?
a cool
How much
range.
of that do they donate to M&D research? Quite a lot. I think
Yeah, that's ringing a bell.
I love
Yeah.
that too. I love that about
because
local
he
breweries.
would have
He
played under or
underneath
played
Neil
with
Danaher.
Neil. Yeah.
Yeah.
Timeline.
He was a captain when Neil was the coach, so they would have had a
Okay.
good relationship. Yeah.
I had a Rusty Penny Brewing. I don't know if you guys know them from
No.
New South Wales. Hybrid Theory Red Rye IPA. I was keen on that one, and it didn't really deliver for me.
Yeah.
Maybe it was like my 20th beer, so who knows. Kaiju Crushed Berry Pie, 3.142% pastry sour. It was pretty good.
That is cool.
Yeah, it was
Kaiju
a
are cool.
light little fella. They had a little mini remote control forklift challenge that you could do.
Did you have a go?
I got my forklift license out and showed them.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, I was going
Didn't
to say
have a go.
you'd be quite... Oh, what?
There was a line.
Okay.
I want to line up for beer, not for mini forklifts. I can drive a big forklift
Yeah, fair enough.
at work.
Yeah, fair enough.
The Mill Brewery Black Forest Espresso Pastry Stout. Can't remember that one.
Oh, it sounds memorable.
Based off the famous Black Forest tart from MasterChef Dessert Masters.
Oh, wow.
Weihensteppen, the oldest brewery in the world. They came from
Oh, yeah,
Germany.
cool,
I
yeah.
had the Braulpakt Blonde Ale. It was nice. Like, it was a German beer.
Yep.
Like, if we went to Oktoberfest, like, I'd drink 11 million of them.
Yeah.
Like, they were really good.
And you've probably seen their beers, or
Yeah,
had their
yeah.
beers
Yep,
more than
yeah,
you realise.
yeah, you probably just had a few of them and not realised.
That
yeah, I
German
agree with
one.
that. Yeah.
This one was disappointing, and I bet you guys would have loved it. Bad Shepherd Brewing Co. Biscoff Chocolate Brownie Porter.
Oh,
Why
I
was
would
it
have
disappointing?
hoped for it.
I don't know if I love Biscoff.
It's like Anzac biscuits. That's what I reckon.
Yeah, maybe it was just me. Blaze loved it.
Yeah, yeah.
Wolf of the Willows, the Turpinator, American IPA, 6.2%, dry hopped with a massive 0 grams per litre of something. All the late flavour and
So
aroma.
they didn't have anything in it.
All the late flavour and aroma additions are botanically derived terpenes blended together to mimic some rad cannabis strains. Dank with plenty of that fresh bud goodness, rounded out with tropical fruit and citrus notes, and finished with a solid bitterness. Yeah, it was bitter. Real bitter, which
yeah,
was
yeah.
good.
Yeah.
First beer of the day I had Bright Brewery Abominable S'mores Imperial Milk Stout.
Yeah.
First beer of the day.
Yeah,
Imperial.
10%.
Because we went straight there and it started at 11 a.m. Went straight to Brighton because they were doing actual s'mores.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah.
So I had a big s'more and I had that Blaze. What did you have? The some whiskey barrel aged thing, and I was like, "You're a psycho."
Yeah, absolutely.
I was like 10%. This is a tough start, and she like rolls out, and she's like, "I think it was like 14%."
This girl is on fire.
You're dying already.
How was it? Because I went to Darker Days and went to the brewery tour, and I saw it in the fridges at the brewery,
Yeah.
and I was like, "Oh, cool! I'll have to grab one." And then it wasn't out yet. I didn't actually.
It was,
realize it was just for Gabs.
Yeah, it was delicious,
Yeah,
incredible.
I bet.
Yeah,
I have to try and get that one.
I've got the for my 30th. I got the Bright. Like every 2 months, they send me 8 beers.
Nice. Yeah, cool.
And it's coming this week. So if there's one in there, I'll be sure to let you guys know, and we can try it.
Yeah, that's a go. Good stuff. Yum.
I had Garage Project Big Feelings Hazy IPA.
Yep.
That was good. Garage Project,
Yep.
very good.
Yep.
They also, it was like a yuzu salt sour thing that was
Yep.
really good.
Yep.
But the best beer that I had, and surprise, surprise, it's mountain culture, Smooth Landing Fruit Punch IPA. And
Yeah,
this-
so that was their Gabs beer.
yeah,
Yep,
and
yep.
Blaze thought it was incredible as well. It was like You know when we're like Mountain Culture's pillowy?
Yeah.
This was like the pillowiest of all the pillows.
Yeah.
It was just so smooth and soft.
Yeah.
Like it was like as soon as I put it in my mouth, I was jealous of my tongue because it got to be inside that liquid.
Shit.
So if you're ever like on your deathbed and the doctor's like, we'll make him really comfortable, we know that that's what's in the IV.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. What's your final meal? 47,000 litres of smooth landing.
Because
please.
you'll feel pillowy.
Yeah,
Just
let me
what
die
you need.
from alcohol poisoning of that.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you what. If
What
it
a
came
way
to
to
it,
go.
Oh,
and if that's what you wanted, I'd give it to you. I wouldn't try and hold it back. Anyway, we'll just keep moving. Good stuff.
Yeah, so they're all the actual one, like the thing. I had a beetroot sour there. I had a couple of fancy, everyone knows about Gab's crazy stuff. So
Yeah.
and a Brazilian barbecue that was
Yeah, well, Brazilian barbecue is so
Yeah,
good. We're
isn't it?
in the States and we went to some, I can't remember what it was. It was called Gobi Grill or something, but it was sensational.
where?
I don't know.
No, because we went to a Brazilian barbecue place at the Grange, the outdoor. They have like a little
Oh, no,
market
it wasn't
next to the
there.
Grange
Yeah,
in LA.
how good.
And I only went there because I
Did you go there with your girlfriends to the Grange, go shopping?
I went with my girlfriend and
Yep,
mum
cute.
and sister and dad.
Yeah, very good.
And dad ordered a coffee from a coffee shop and they were like screaming, Vaughn, Vaughn, Vaughn. And he's like, who's this Vaughn dude? Like, come and get your coffee. And then they announce the order and he's like, oh, I'm Vaughn.
Vaughn-
His name is Mark for reference.
Von Mark of Magazine.
Mark just translates for some reason.
Yeah, okay.
But yeah, the Brazilian barbecue place had a soft drink called like Guarana Antarctica. So it's like this, it's using guarana berries, which is the best flavor. And I'd had it for 2 months when I was over in Brazil the whole time. That's all I
Is
drank.
that what Red Bull flavor
but
is?
Red Bull adds all like the caffeine and all the
of
shit.
course. Yeah.
Like this is
But
just
that's
a
the
soft
flavour.
drink. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
and then
thought
they
so.
do guarana juice and like at the club that I was training with in Brazil, they had the juice as like you'd go after the training and after the game to the little shack and they give you a big guarana juice and you'd stab through the foil top and
Yeah, cool.
scull that shit and your muscles felt like
Pillowy.
pillows.
Pillows. How good. That's
Smooth
awesome.
landing.
But yeah, sorry, big tangent.
Yeah, no, it's good. What do you want the next
Yep.
beer or what's
Yes,
going on?
I think
Yes.
someone. Yeah, everyone's thirsty. Everyone sat there listening to me for way too long. And this one, I know is gonna kickstart my heart.
Speaking, tune, Motley Crue, how good. So this one I actually had at Darker Days, which is a festival in Bright, and this was a collaboration between Bright Brewery
Speaking of bright,
and Hop Nation. So here we have Hop Nation, Bright Brewery, cream and cookies pastry stout. Now, my day at Darker Days.
Yeah, tell us about Darker Days because I went the year before and loved it. I thought
Yeah, it
it's
was
such
good.
a cool little event.
I hope there's another list coming.
Yeah, there's a bit of a list, but of course, like I can't remember what it fucking
No,
was. So went with a mate
Can I
from
pour this?
went with a mate from work, and I was like, oh, what should we start on? And then we saw a Mountain Monk raspberry sour. I thought, well, we got to start on that.
Yum air.
And it went down. Although it was freezing, it went down that well. We spent most of our day like just testing all the sours because there was heaps getting around.
Okay.
Duncan's had a number of sours there. The best one was the boysenberry pastry sour. That was
All the way from New Zealand.
yeah, absolutely sensational.
they
I
in
tried
New
to buy
Zealand?
it.
Did it-
I am unsure.
Yeah.
I am unsure. And then we tried some Dollar Bill Brewing.
Oh yeah.
And
Did you like them? They're very Zach's alley. Like
they are Zach's.
farmhousey.
They are, but I really
like
liked them.
wild fermentation.
And again,
such.
Punky gets a lot of shout outs on this bloody thing, but he,
because he's
He's one of our 2 listeners.
yeah,
but
exactly.
And he's also the best guy. I've got a story about Punky from Gabs.
He's
Yeah,
the best,
no,
best brewer that listens to
yeah,
the
he's
podcast.
he's a good bloke, and he's like, go get candy paint. I'm like, oh, and I read it, I'm like, I don't know. And he goes, well, no, I'm going to trust him. It was really good. So it was a like a
Yes,
cherry sour, like kind of thing. It was really good. But so story anyway, we ended the day. And it was around the fire, and we had this, and I'm like, oh bloody hell! It's, yeah, and let me know
I'm
what you
there.
think, but I think it's absolutely sensational.
Just
I think it's really
transported.
good.
I smelt it as you said that.
Yeah, it's so good.
I just have a quick thing about Punky, and it's not really a story as such. It's just like a shout out to what an awesome guy he is. So, I was at next to Garage Project, he was walking around and like stopped him, had a quick chat. We were talking about stuff. And I was like, hey, I'll come see you at the end. I'll come have a beer and we'll have a chat. And I was like, oh, shit. This is my sister, Blaze. And he's like, hi, Blaze. Nice to meet you.
Oh, geez.
Your brother's a legend. I was like, that's not true, but thanks. But so did the day, came back probably 3 hours later, went to Mountain Monk's stand, got a big full Irish stout that they've just brewed. And like had a chat for about 10 minutes. Blaze stand off to the side, and I go to leave. I'm like, see you, Punky. And he's like, see you, mate. And he's like, see you, Blaze. I'm like, if that was me, I would have forgotten that person's name immediately.
He's good.
And I was like, that's how good a guy he is. He like remembers names. But I'm starting to realize like my levels of what a good guy is I probably need higher standards. He's a very good guy. No, like he had every reason to just be like, cool, hi, then move on.
I think to extend on that point just quickly, I think that is a very important thing. Do you know who else does that very well? Barry from Murray Towns. He's very good with that sort of stuff, and it's important that you do remember people's names. So I need to get better at that sort of thing because I'm just my mind's spinning. And just on that, so I talked to Murray Towns recently. I saw Punky at Darker Days. I saw Dan from the Good Shed, and I've got a confession to make. Every time I talk to him, I get tongue-tied, and I'm like, why don't I know what to say to these people? Yeah. And you know what I've decided?
It's like talking to LeBron.
I get starstruck. I'm like, these guys are my heroes. So anyway, they're doing shout out to all those guys.
Yeah.
It was actually really funny. Like, I can riff with anyone at any time, but I talk to those guys and I don't know what to say. It's quite funny actually. Anyway, but this is a 5 for me.
You did read the blurb, didn't you?
Did you read the blurb?
I didn't. Oh. I just got straight into it because I knew how good it was.
I was going to say I got confused because there was just, if you read it, there's something in there that you also mentioned outside of the blurb, but you already said it.
Okay,
so that's why I got.
Hardo, give it to us, please.
How much was it before I do?
It was. This one is unfortunately sold out for those guys that wanted to get it. The festival ones are still on. This is 14.
What?
Yeah. Yeah, this is
it
really,
sold out
really
on Bright's
good.
website?
I'll have a look. So it's just sold out at Hop Nation that I can see so far. I'll just see what I can find.
Alrighty. Cream and cookies pastry stout. Inspired by the cold nights and fresh mountain air of Victoria's high country, Hop Nation and Bright Brewery have come together to make cream and cookies. A silky and rich pastry stout full of sweet vanilla and rich roasted chocolate notes. It's perfect as a liquid dessert or fireside tipple. Shout out Simmo.
Yeah.
Whether you're up on the countryside or relaxing at home. Contains lactose.
Yeah. Contains lactose. If you can't contain lactose, you shouldn't contain this beer. I can't
that's
see
another podcast.
Did we mention?
You know that those titles on YouTube? It's like lactose intolerant person tries lactose beer. The aftermath is on a different website.
Make room in your bum.
Yeah, well,
they will be.
And if you need to, it contains lactose. Hey now,
liquid colonic.
Right? That's good. What do we think of the beer, boys? This is
it's so good.
The reason why I like this is I think sometimes it's just a really high sort of as advertised, like blurb aside, it's like cream and cookies. Yep. That's what it tastes like. It's really good. Yeah.
5 as advertised, 5 untapped. That's what I have got.
Same.
Yeah, I'm changing that.
Classic.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, Hardo, you and I have scored it almost identical other than
copying people's homework.
Yeah.
Since
that's
1987.
Really good. I think this beer would be one of the highest rated beers we've ever got. And I'm really excited because I don't know whether it was just I've been having sours all day and I had this and just went, or because I had this, I'm like, what was I drinking sours all day for? But I think I was in much better shape, and we actually got a bit wild the night before, and I did try the Bright Festival beer, which was the maple pancake banana.
That was with
stout.
Duncan's.
Yeah, it was really sweet. It's probably a bit too sweet for me. This has a little bit of.
I don't think this is sweet at all.
It's a little bit. It's a little bit sweet, but a bit more balanced.
Yeah.
It's really nice. So, but I did try that. But I'm glad. So my tangent, what I was trying to say, is I'm really glad that it tastes the same as it did that day. So absolutely sensational.
This is a highly recommended beer. I'm sorry that probably tough to to purchase now. We're not doing a great job of advertising it.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
if you can, get your hands on it.
Absolutely. And yeah, I'm excited to share it with you guys because it's cool to bring something that I've had previously and enjoyed.
So, any more info? Or can I do some?
Oh, yeah, wait.
No,
Did you mention where their brew pub
You
is?
just keep going. Footscray, isn't it?
Footscray.
Oh, you didn't have that on the...
No, I didn't. But I think it's on the can there somewhere. But,
Footscray. Did we mention J Juice at all?
no, but I did have something down there.
being-
We can talk about
I've got
that.
something about
that was
J
the
Juice
one
too.
that was like my craft beer.
Yeah, me too. That was
but
one
it
of
was
the...
Jedi Juice back then, before
That's
the
right.
PC, not PC police, but
Copyright
before
police.
the no, it was bloody a child wanted to buy it. And it's like I assume he's an AFL umpire because who else would complain? Be like, my kid wanted to buy this beer.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, don't buy the kid the beer.
Yeah.
Because the person behind the till isn't going to sell the kid the beer.
Yeah.
So,
And as I've said
it's
previously...
just like, I'm going to be outraged at something.
As I've said previously, if that beer's in the fridge and the kid cracks it and drinks it, he's going to wake up the next morning and go, I hate that beer. And it's like, well, yeah.
Or he's going to be like, holy shit.
Yeah, well...
Craft beer's great.
No,
Yes.
or someone with a little bit of self-awareness will go, gee, my parents are really poor parents.
Yeah.
You know, like, that's bad parenting. But,
Yeah, true.
No, but there is, one of us has actually, with words, reviewed J Juice on Untapped.
Okay.
Simmo.
And that one of us is Simon.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
always Simmo. And I
Jesus.
bet you it's the best, greatest beer I've ever had. 3.
I hope it's a good rating because I really liked it.
Rating 4.25 out
Whoa,
of 5.
that's pretty generous.
But it was...
Back in, like, the glory days of Simmo on Untapped, that's
Yeah.
7.
Oh, talk about wasn't glory days for planet Earth. 17th of February, 2020.
Yeah. It
But what you wrote,
When did COVID happen?
a few weeks later.
was in March when I was on holidays. I was in
You
Byron
had
Bay.
this
at
3
the time.
days after
Oh,
my
so
son was born.
You started COVID.
I did, yeah. I've still got it.
Simon's review.
Google COVID start
So
date.
obviously we actually, through your review, Simon, we get an idea of when the changeover of the name happened.
Okay.
We'll be sad to see this go.
Oh, right.
I think you must have assumed that they weren't allowed to make it at all.
What an idiot. Oh, dear.
Is
Well,
that the review? Oh, I thought
We'll be
there
sad to
was
see
more.
this go.
So I think just like Batuta has Batuta Advocate. If you haven't, if you're not familiar with them, look them up. They've conditioned me to only read the headline. So it's probably like beer taken off shelf, J Juice. I'm like, it's gone, and wouldn't read the article because I just don't bother reading the articles. Real sorry about that.
I've got some numbers from today's pod. Now. Filter. Clear. Hop Nation. So this is Border Barrel's beer review system. Don't look at my computer. I want to
I can't see that.
Now, Bearded Seal was our top Hop Nation beer
yeah.
at 32.
How good. That's a great beer.
Festival West Coast at 29 on the Border Barrels
Okay.
beer review system. Festival East Coast at 17, sorry.
Okay. Yep.
And cream and cookies pastry stout at number 1.
Oh, how good is that?
One.
Well
Is that equal
done.
first or outright?
No, that's outright
Well
first.
done. That's good.
Um,
I'm so glad because, as I said, it was such a good beer.
Previously held by Range Brewing Morning Ritual Pastry Stout.
Oh, we've got to
with
move the
a
cans around.
Border Barrels average of 22.58. Out of 25, mind you, Hop Nation Cream and Cookies Pastry Stout comes in at 22.92.
That's awesome. That's so good.
And then Untapped, so we now have 2 unanimous 5s.
Yep.
Cream and
Monumental.
Cookies Pastry Stout and Monumental
Yep.
from Bacchus
Yeah.
Choc Mint Pastry Stout. So I think we
I
like stouts.
Isn't that funny?
Well, I think like the best stout is the best. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like a really good stout is really good. Whereas like a really good IPA, some people might still lean away from. You know
Yeah.
what I'm like?
That's really good.
Everyone likes a dessert. And that's so nice.
Well, it's just it's not offensive in any way. Like a good stout, it's just like, do you like coffee? Yeah.
You like
Do you like
chocolate?
chocolate? Yeah. Like all that kind of stuff. So obviously equal first in Untapped for the cream and cookies. I should have been ready for this, but guess who wasn't?
I also had another stout last night from Brian,
No.
the Affogato, this year's
Oh,
Affogato, and I was like,
It's still great.
yeah, but
The
this
double
year-
Affogato was awesome.
Yeah, it was awesome. I have to say this year is a lot more. It's a lot more coffee, and I was
Nice.
ready I was ready to write my
Fire.
memoirs last night. I was up and about. Holy crap. But it's funny because I think when in the brewing process, a lot of the caffeine leaves it, but still it's that coffee charge that you sort of get.
So the festival East Coast 20th, festival West Coast 67th.
Oh.
That's because of me. I didn't. It wasn't.
Oh,
mine.
you gave it 3.75.
Yeah, I didn't. I
Okay.
didn't love it.
Yeah,
It
okay.
wasn't really.
Oh.
I don't know. It contradicts everything I've liked in beers, but it just maybe the smell kind of was like.
Maybe it's the Equinox you didn't like.
No, but I like. Yeah, maybe I can't even remember the Mountain Monk one. I assume it's very good. And when I had it, I liked it.
I've had it a few times.
Maybe since I've. I don't know. Stuff changes.
Yeah, no, absolutely does. Meanwhile, Gold Coast Suns, no.
Well, they're winning.
I do.
They're
have,
keeping the record alive of never losing on the Gold Coast, but never winning
Who's
outside
that?
the Gold
so
Coast.
look, sorry, I know we shouldn't look, but number 3, that haircut
Sam
up the back.
Flanders.
So how much does he?
Stupid, sexy Flanders.
How much does he earn a year?
Enough to get a better haircut.
I'm telling you, he needs to go see another barber because that's not what we need.
But like, it's an AFL thing. Like, look at
yeah,
old
I
mate
know,
with his rat tail.
The perm rat's tail's not bad.
Yeah, that's.
So the reason I brought up where are they located, Hop Nation,
Yep.
is because there was something triggering my mind about their brewery. One of the coolest interiors I've seen on a brewery. It's
have you
having a bit
been?
of I haven't. I just had to Google.
Well, maybe
the
we
look
should
of it.
go.
But yeah, the inside of it is very, very cool. And
That's
if
cool.
you've been, let us know because I feel like it would be a vibe. So yeah, we mentioned it was in Footscray. I love the lighting situation.
Yeah,
Look at that.
cool.
Like
That's
the green
cool.
lights. and
That's
Footscray's got a
LEDs
bit
on the
going
wall.
on for breweries. You can go see where they carved
So is that-
through the front of Moondog.
Yeah.
Is that an,
left the cake,
is that
you
an
sit in
old
it, yeah.
church or is that what's going on there? Because it's that
big
lead light or something at the back there on that one?
LED lighting.
Nah, the blue and the
big
yellow.
Church,
Oh, that.
the church-looking window.
Yeah.
I reckon they've just like a Hop Nation, like it's a.
One nation under
Well, because
beer.
it's glass, like it's a fake, like
A mural.
Oh, I see.
yeah,
I
it
see.
looks like glass, stained glass, or whatever you call it, but it looks like a nightclub.
Yeah.
Wow,
Look
looks
at it. It
awesome.
looks like stock market sort of stuff.
Hop Nation reopens in Footscray after Schmick renovation.
Yeah, absolute
Gee, it looks
renovations.
sweet, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, maybe a trip down to Footscray's on the card. Go to Hop Nation, go to Wild Wild West, and watch Zach. Oh, actually, I'd love to see Simmo on the mechanical bull. That'd be.
I'd just be so disappointed the whole time. But
False fun.
Yeah, I'd be like, oh, I've done my neck. Anyway, false fun. Anyway, some really good beers. Thank you very much to
really
Hop
good.
Nation. It was awesome. I'm actually so stoked that you guys thought the same.
New
about
number
that.
one beer. That's pretty
Oh yeah, it is. It was-
monumental episode.
yeah,
Big.
absolutely. It was absolutely delicious. But yeah, thank you to all for listening. I'll get better with uploading. I do apologise about that. But it's good to be
To
back.
be fair,
in the
we
not so
haven't had
good
any
shed.
episodes to upload.
No, we have one.
Just our
and-
Murray Towns interview,
been-
which if you
it's
haven't
like-
sussed out, please do.
It's
Yeah.
on YouTube's.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, so if you are watching on YouTube and you've watched this long, like and subscribe, and as well, just have a look back at our other episodes and make sure you write some comments. I'd love to get roasted in the comments. That'd be an absolute pisser.
Yeah.
So if you've got anything,
And then I
that you
spend the
wanna roast
first
us
15
about-
minutes of the next pod just absolutely roasting back.
Exactly.
And getting overly personal.
Exactly.
I tend to find that.
Yeah.
But yeah, especially the interviews, like, because it's insane for us that we get to do
Yeah,
stuff
no,
like
it's
that.
really
So
cool.
don't-
Like as many, like if we'd done one interview, it would have been like a pretty cool thing we did. And we've done a bunch.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's really nice.
Yeah,
I really, I
quite-
love the time that people are able to give us,
Well, yeah, support
us fellas.
and like support the people that
Are still
Make our
making the
beer.
bloody beer
Yeah.
that you like. So yeah, make sure you spend some couple of nickels and dimes there. But yeah,
spend
thank
all
you,
your money there.
thank you for listening. Kick a barrel, drink a nice beer. I can't
Oh, we're
remember.
still
can.
doing that.
We are.
May as well.
Uh,